So many people have asked me about an issue in shell programming, that is about spaces. So they are confused when to use a space and when not to. So for that, the best hint is that whenever you are assigning a variable, whenever you are assigning some value to a variable, you never have to use spaces before and after the equal sign. But other than that, you always have to use spaces. You have to use spaces everywhere other than that. So keep that thing in your mind and your life will be easy. So let's see an example for this. Let's create a new script and see some code for this. So this is my basic script. Let's add something to it. Let's say I want to say x equals to 10 and then I just want to display x. Okay, now let's insert spaces before and after. So you can see the color of x and 10 has been changed. As soon as I added the space, the color changed and it will throw an error as well. So this is the error. It's not displaying it. If we remove one of the space, the same thing will happen. Right? Okay. So when we remove all the spaces, that is two spaces before and after equal sign, and I'm going to save my script and I'm going to run again, it will run fine. It should run fine. Yeah. So rule number one is never put spaces before and after equal sign. And rule number two is you have to put spaces everywhere else. So let's see an example for that. Let's say I have an if block. Obviously I have to add a dollar sign as well here. So this is my if block. Let's run it. It should run fine right now. I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna run it. So yeah, a positive is displayed. Now if I remove any of these spaces, it's gonna throw an error. Any one of these spaces, it's gonna throw an error. So you see that? It's throwing two errors actually. And you can also see the color of if has been changed. It's not recognizing that this is a keyword. Keywords are highlighted with this maroon color. So it's not highlighting it. It's not bold and it's not colored. It's just a simple text. Now I'm going to add a space and you can see the color will change. So yeah, the color changed. It means it has now recognized this is an if keyword. But still, we are going to get an error because we haven't removed these two. We haven't added these two spaces, right? So the rule number two was you have to add space everywhere else other than this assignment operation. So let's run it and see what happens. So you can see again we have an error, and when we remove these spaces, this error will be gone. So this was just one example. So rule number two is always put spaces everywhere else. So if you're gonna follow that, your life will be easy. So I hope it was helpful.